Greetings, welcome to the secret video. If you are a $5 member, you're watching me right now, or you gave the link to somebody, and don't do that. Let them pay. Support our channel. Give us some love. But thank you for joining in with me today. It's starting to get warm here in Mayapur, so hopefully this fan doesn't pick up too heavy on the audio. Let's just watch some wedding reels and chill, you guys. Some things just get suggested to me on my algorithm, and I'm like, what is this? And of course, you should have the wedding of your dreams. If you can afford it, do it, whatever. I'm just giving my thoughts or whatever. Please invite me to your wedding if you're getting married. I will not judge. I'm not laughing. I will only gossip about the people you want me to gossip about. Because I'm a girl like that. I'm a girl's girl. Or a guy's girl. I'm a good friend.
Okay, is it just me, or has every Indian priest at an Indian wedding ceremony been trying to be funny these days? Like, every wedding I've been to for the last, 2 years, these priests have these jokes lined up, set up, punchline, everything. Like, this weekend, I was at a wedding, and the priest starts off the ceremony by saying, normally, the ceremony, 3 hours. But you asked for 50% discount, so I do 1.5. And I'm like, Panditji, I am still hungover from the Sangeet. I don't have time for you to be Dave Chappelle right now. It's crazy. He ends the ceremony by saying,
okay, I would rather have a pundit that makes jokes than pundits that criticize at your wedding. Okay, when I got married, for example, you know how Bengali brides, they have the leaves that they put over the face. And when I got married, I was like, I'm not about no leaves. I'm not sticking no bush in front of my face. So I was just I want to hold my bouquet, and I want the cloth, I had a red cloth, and I just want the cloth between me and the groom, you know? So I had a little tiny bouquet, and I just walked around the groom, and he was like, normally you're supposed to cover your face so that nobody sees you, but now we have these modern weddings, so they don't want to cover their face anymore. Who says that I have to put a bush in front of my face? Who says I gotta put a leaf in front of my face? It's a cultural thing. I don't know. It was my preference. I didn't want it. They offered it to me before I got on, and I was like, nah, I don't want that. And they were like, okay. And that was it. So I'd rather have a pundit that tells jokes.
okay, groom, now you must give bride a kiss. And everyone's silent. And then he pulls out a Hershey's kiss, and he's like, Hershey's kiss.
See, that's so cute. I'd be down for anybody that would make a joke like that. I like that. Yeah, we don't kiss in Vedic weddings, so.
This guy got props, bro? What the fuck? I don't know, dude. I think my only policy for a priest is no jokes, okay?
No, I'm down for the jokes. What is this? This is her wedding reception, I guess? But are they gonna do parachute? See, okay. I'm not feeling the little shoulder things, but whatever. I like all the flowers here. Okay, they just took it off. That's it? That was a big surprise? I thought they were gonna do a parachute thing. You remember? Did anyone go to when you were in elementary school and you had that parachute and you went woo, and then everyone was like woo with the parachute, and then we all run underneath and then close it behind us. We're like, wow. I thought she was gonna go woo, and then all the bridesmaids were gonna run underneath, and then they were gonna lift it again, and they all jump out and just start dancing. See, I need to be a wedding planner. I need to be some kind of choreographer, wedding planner, or something, because that $1 million idea. Okay. Why are we doing this makeup on this poor bride like this? I think this is they're in a village or something, but that doesn't mean just do your natural skin color. I don't know why. For a long time, I would go to a wedding and the bride is a completely different color than the color that I know them to be. They don't even look like themselves, barely. You know, here she's like, Narayan says they look beautiful. You know, bhoot means ghost. You know, it looks, she's all gray. I'm sure, and like if I'm looking at her arm color, and she has a lovely tan color. Like, why not match her skin to her makeup? You know, jewelry is popping, outfit popping. What is this? What are we doing here? I like how like they couldn't figure out how to make like just have the lotus spinning. So the bride is just like spinning in the lotus. You're like coming down the aisle and you're like spinning around and you get off and you're like, what are we doing? See, this is when you get too fancy. When you try to do too much. Okay. See, let's talk about too much. Why am I eating in a coconut? Why am I eating in a coconut? You know, part of the wedding is we all come together and we have the food. We have the wedding food. We have the prasad, right? And I'm like, oh, you need to try blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you need to try blah, blah, blah. And did you taste this? This is so good. Ooh, did you taste it? Ooh, this is spicy. This is not spicy. This is so sweet. Ooh, I love, this is my favorite. If I'm sitting alone in a coconut, who am I talking to? Look how far apart everybody is. Who are we impressing with this coconut? Somebody thought this was a good idea because all these people eating in a coconut. I'd be so mad if you put me in a coconut. I want to sit with my friend and be like, and talk about how lovely prasad. Can I say, I see that there's like a little space for you to put your purse. I like that. And I do like having a place to just sit, you know. Sometimes I'll like pop up at a wedding and I don't know where to put my purse and I don't know where to put this and I don't know where to put that and it's sort of just hobgobbled everywhere. So at least it's like nice, but I don't want to sit in no coconut. And what is this? How fancy do we have to make the tali? Why is this so fancy? Look at these aunties. Auntie, at least they get to sit together, not like the coconut. This is so fancy. See, nobody needs it to be this fancy. If the prasadam is on point, you don't have to worry about having a fancy thali like this. I will hang my purse on that peacock though. I'll be like, look, it's a little hanging place. Too fancy. Look at these big fancy chairs. I mean, this is like you're really trying to impress people, you know? But I'm just more impressed if the prasadam is on point. Like, make that your focus first. I remember when I was getting married and they said 50% of your budget needs to be on the food. I was like, holy smokes. Food is really important. And I remember when I took deity worship and they said that the biggest focus is on feeding the guests, feeding the devotees. Us, we want a simple wedding. Parents, don't worry, just small ceremony with God's blessing. Meanwhile, God's blessing. Okay, this is everything. Okay, I'm okay, first of all, this is a lot. And then God comes and is like, I'll be honest though, I'll start crying. I'm gonna mess up my whole makeup. If Krishna just walked up to me and looking just like Krishna and was like, I bless you, I'd be like, ah. Look at this. This is a lot. This I believe is what's called doing the most. Okay, we need to have a discussion about this.
A few of you have been asking, why does my linga smell of fish and how do I get it? Basically, some of the glue that some of the manufacturers use is fish-based. It can be added.
Hear what he's saying. Hear what he's saying. Because I know it's very fashionable in ISKCON right now for everyone to do these big can lahengas. And I'm just saying that first of all, okay, so let's start with this. what you're doing here is not an ordinary event. This is a rite of passage. It is a samskar. So usually when you're doing a samskar and you're sitting in front of a yajna and you're doing this fire ceremony, you must be clean, right? You must be pure, which means you should also wear clean clothes. Usually you'll wear cotton, or you'll wear silk, or you'll wear jute for your ceremony. Okay, so these lehengas are all made of like polyester. They're synthetic fabrics. They're not clean, and they have these big cans inside. And here he's saying that it's fish-based and animal-based. You don't want that kind of vibe at your wedding. You don't. You know?
So
it's not clean.
Now, to avoid it,
and it stank.
as we had such a beautiful summer, turn your lenga inside out, and normally where the glue is, it's normally in the underfrill. So
Yeah, the can.
keep it inside out, as so. Make sure that the inside of the lenga is all covered, because then what's going to happen is if you leave it out in the sun, that's going to get dyed. So flat out, leave it out in the sun for literally a couple of minutes or something. Well, not a couple of minutes, but maybe a few hours. Leave it out like that in the sun, and then that'll get rid of the smell.
So there you go. That's a tip. If you insist on doing these lehenga can saris, the polyester plastic things, I guess you could do that. But I mean, if you want, in my opinion, like if you must have lehenga, if you must have it, then buy a nice silk sari, a nice cotton sari, and have it made into, into a lehenga. And then underneath you do the cotton, like a nice big fluffy cotton petticoat. And you'll look lovely, There's so much emphasis on like being blinged out. You can look very beautiful with your jewelry and with your cotton or silk or whatever, and very elegant. And not have to have like a fish glue or an animal glue in your clothes. Y'all, I can't with y'all today. I can't. It is 2026. This is no. I just saw this girl booting and scooting. I just had to see a second and a half. No. Somebody holding her back here. They're like, hey, you're getting too fast. You're going too far. Can you just chill a sec? And someone else they're just hopping. My Seiya is a superstar. Okay, look. I know that in the old days, they said you're not supposed to like smile. You're supposed to be like all shy and demure when you're going down the aisle to meet your groom, But she's throwing it back over here. I don't know how I feel about her throwing it back. I mean, it's your wedding, you do whatever you want, right? You want to throw back, right? I think if you're having a kirtan and you want to jump and dance in the kirtan, go for it. But this is like, are we losing the spirituality, the sanctity of the event when we throw back like this? And let me tell you something, you can throw it back at the reception. I don't mind, you throw it back at the reception, but this is like a sacred time. The priest is right there, for Christ's sake. Okay, I take it back. I want this. I want this. Oh, they broke up. How many times is this supposed to go back and forth? What is happening here? What's this guy doing? Is this fast forwarding and it's actually moving slower? They got together and they didn't even exchange garlands. What is this for? This doing too much. Doing the most. Okay, all these aunties are here. I'm gonna turn down this music, it's too loud. All these aunties here. Okay, auntie. Another lotus. Is this like an inflatable lotus? I love the like smoke. That's pretty cool. Could I just do this on a regular day? I'm ready, and then I just pop up out of a lotus. I'm dressed. I'm ready to go to Darshanarti. This is me on Monday. It's so awkward. It's like an inflatable flower. Can the kids like bounce on it afterwards? And all these aunties are like, what is this? Modern. Ugh, so much music. Okay, they're clipping the hair onto her choli. But I can see it. I can see it. You're not fooling me. I can see it. You know, her hair, her normal hair is very nice. Like, if you can't do extensions in the head, don't clip it on her clothes. What is this? I can see you. And they're adding more. See, there's the first one we just saw. Yeah, it's in there. Don't worry about it, girl. See, this looks cute. Okay, it looks very pretty, and the color's matching nicely, but... You know, who doesn't want to have... Look, it doesn't... Do you see? She moved her head. It didn't move even an inch. And watch me forget that I got extensions on the back of my choli, and I do this. Like, half your hair is in the back of your head, girl. I'm like, what? Put it back there really quick. Watch me forget. But the back of my head gets hot, you know? I wash my hair, I let it get dry and curly and beautiful. It lasts like 5 minutes, and I'm like, tie my hair up. I can't. It's too hot.
Lehengafication of women's wedding dresses and how it needs to die. Just hear me out, okay? Before the Sabyasachi era took over our wedding outfit, India had Nawari in Maharashtra, Panetar in Gujarat, Mekhela Chador in Assam, Fairan in Kashmir, and Atpura drape in Bengal. Woo! But Bollywood and celebrity weddings have framed the lehenga as the ultimate...
I mean, it looks very beautiful and very royal and very regal, but I just feel like just wear regular style.
Royal garment, cool. Designed for the drama of the camera and the cinematic sense of Instagram. In fact, ये shift इतना बड़ा है कि जब मैं अपनी शादी के लिए पानेतर खरीदने
went to a panetar for my wedding.
तो मेरे पास 3 या 4 ऑप्शंस थे और बस क्योंकि कोई स्टॉक ही नहीं है क्योंकि कोई डिमांड ही नहीं है रीजनल ड्रेप्स तो दिखने ही बंद हो गए हैं यू कैन जस्ट सी एन एंडलेस सी ऑफ लहंगास एंड इनफ कैन मैश टू फिल अ स्टेडियम मैं किसी को जज नहीं कर रही हूँ मैं खुद भी लहंगे पहनती हूँ बट द पॉइंट इज दैट वी हैव ट्रेडेड अ कलाइडोस्कोप फॉर अ टेम्पलेट एंड अ हेरिटेज फॉर अ ट्रेंड द लॉस ऑफ ट्रेडिशनल ड्रेसेस आल्सो मींस द लॉस ऑफ ट्रेडिशन एंड लाइवलीहुड Diversity shouldn't be something that we only see in museums or culture day at office. Let's bring back the colors, the drapes, the stories that already belong to us. Because trends just last for a season, but our heritage, that's timeless.
I love that. You know, like, I have nothing against the lehenga. I love to wear a nice lehenga, like, when I'm going out. But when we're talking about doing a samskar, you know, or doing a rite of passage, it's very sacred, and we shouldn't trade that because we want to be high fashion, right? We want to be the next Sabyasachi or whatever. For sure, I totally agree. And yeah, like, there's all these, like, she just showed all these pictures, beautiful styles from different regions, you know? It's not just the regular pleat throw. You could do all these styles and make it really beautiful and make it really unique. It's not lehenga. It's not lehenga with a big fat fishy smelling can or nothing. So I think I would challenge people even wear a sari and work it. I had a beautiful sari. It was a silk sari. I didn't buy it. My in-laws bought it and sent it to me. But it was the perfect color. It was like a darker red and all gold border, gold pallu. And it had this cool style where the middle, where the pleats are, the whole thing had gold handwork on it. Gorgeous, beautiful. So yeah, we shouldn't think like, oh, I'm just gonna wear a sari. You can make a sari look very elegant and very beautiful on your wedding day. So, and again, like, I think if you keep the focus on making people feel satisfied, with food, with decorations, with making them feel comfortable, making sure everyone has a seat, they're welcomed, and just have a good, positive energy. Like, that's what a wedding is about. Like, most recently I went to a wedding and it was just, the vibe was just lovely, It was just all of us and we were all coming together to bless this the groom and the bride and the groom, And that should be the vibe, not on how gaudy and how over the top and how expensive we can make it. Hey, I'm back. I was just picking up my daughter from school and I can't believe I forgot this video. This is the video I saw. I was like, we need to talk about this. Okay, this is wild. I want to see how long you can watch this video without cringing. Apparently, these two are getting married, Hindu marriage, and then they're like making out in the wedding. Look how long it is. I can't, it's so gross. Oh God. Why are they still going? My eyes. What do you, like, okay, like, oh, I can't. Like, I could do like a little peck, like American, Christian weddings. So like, now you shall kiss the bride, and you give a little peck on the lips, I can deal with that. Or sometimes it's a little bit more dramatic and the guy like grabs the girl and he swoops her down and then he gives her a little peck, like, what, why are they just like full on? First of all, we don't kiss the bride in Hindu ceremonies, but okay, you want to be modern, you want to be fancy, but like, I'm sorry, I just can't look at it. I just can't look at it. Here, you guys watch it and I'm just gonna do this. But like, they're still going. At first I was like, oh, like, you see there's a camera person right here, right? So I was like, maybe they just want to do a little kiss for the camera. Why is it still going on? Who are these two people? Like, is she like famous? And he's like, I'm just so happy to be marrying this very famous person that I just want to like claim her or whatever in front of all these people. Oh, it's so like intimate. Don't do this at your wedding. A little peck, okay, we all go, ah, you know what I mean? But like, ooh, keep going. Ooh, don't do this, Again, samskara, and then you just, finally. Oh, no, don't start over again. No. No. I'm sorry, that was deeply disturbing. That was a private moment. Don't do that. I will judge you on that one. If you can do any of the other stuff, and I will not say a word, but if you make out in front of me and all these children and these old nannies and aunties and uncles and whatever, I'm going to talk. I'm going to be like, hey. Chill. All right, let's close out. But that's just my thoughts. If you want to be like that, I mean, again, I am not judging you. You do whatever your heart tells you your wedding should be. And please invite me. But for me, I just say keep the eyes on the prize. And make the wedding about what it's meant to be about. So that's my thoughts. Thanks for hanging out with me today. It was nice chatting with you about weddings. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. No, wait, don't share this. Don't share this video. Share the other videos. Share the public videos, but not this one. Thank you again for subscribing and becoming a member. And I'll see you in the next video. Oh, be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. And thank you for being damn good. Bye.